Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Tom, and I can already tell you this is going to be a fun episode.
And I'm Jenna. I've honestly been looking forward to recording today ever since we picked our topic. We're diving into the world of Shohei Ohtani, and trust me, there's a lot to unpack.
Shohei Ohtani is just fascinating, right? There's so many angles: his career, his impact on baseball, and even how he inspires language learners.
It's wild how someone can be both a superstar athlete and a bridge between cultures. There's just something about his story that gets people talking, whether they're into sports or not.
For anyone who's new to baseball or maybe hasn't heard the buzz, Shohei Ohtani is a Japanese baseball player who plays in the major leagues here in the United States.
And what makes him stand out is that he's a two-way player. He pitches and he hits. That's such a rare combination. Most players specialize, but Ohtani's doing it all.
It's like seeing someone who's both a world-class chef and a top musician. You just don't expect it in the same person.
Right, and he does both at such a high level. I remember when he first joined the MLB, people wondered if he could really handle it.
That actually reminds me, moving from Japan to the US must have been a huge adjustment. Not just the game, but the culture, language, food, everything.
It's so true. Imagine trying to do your job in a totally different language, in front of crowds every night. I heard Ohtani put in hours just studying English so he could communicate with his teammates.
That's dedication. And even the little things, like ordering food or understanding jokes in the locker room, can be tough when you're new to a language.
Definitely, but Ohtani never seemed afraid to make mistakes. I think that attitude is really inspiring for anyone learning English or any new skill, honestly.
Speaking of challenges, Ohtani's had his fair share of setbacks, like injuries that could have ended his career early.
Yeah, I remember the media speculating if he'd ever pitch again after surgery. But he worked his way back, step by step. That kind of perseverance is incredible.
And I think we can all relate to that, even if our struggles look different. Like, when you hit a wall in learning English, sometimes you just have to keep pushing.
Exactly. Ohtani's comeback is a reminder that it's okay to stumble, as long as you keep moving forward. Growth isn't always smooth, but it's worth it.
One thing I keep coming back to is how Ohtani balances being both a pitcher and a hitter. It's got to be exhausting, physically and mentally.
It really is. Most MLB players focus on mastering just one position, but he splits his time. I think that balance is a lot like juggling different parts of life, work, study, family.
That's such a good point. Finding that balance takes planning, discipline, and a willingness to adjust when things get tough.
Or even letting go of perfection. I read he sometimes has to make tough calls like skipping batting practice to focus on pitching. It's all about priorities.
After seeing so many fans wearing his jersey, it makes me realize how much Ohtani has changed baseball culture, especially in the US.
He's become this symbol of what's possible, bringing people together, breaking stereotypes about international players. It's not just about home runs or strikeouts, it's about representation.
I've noticed more kids from all backgrounds saying they want to be like Ohtani. He's become this role model for hard work and dreaming big.
And sometimes I think he's teaching adults too. Like, it's never too late to try something new or push your own limits.
What surprised me most is that even with all this fame, Ohtani still seems super humble. He rarely talks about his own success.
That's what makes him so likable. He often credits his teammates, coaches, even the fans. It's refreshing, especially these days.
It sort of reminds me how important gratitude is. No matter how far you go, whether you're winning awards or just learning to order coffee in a new language.
Exactly. Staying grounded helps you keep things in perspective. Ohtani doesn't let the spotlight get to his head, and that's something we can all learn from.
Taking a page from Ohtani's book, what practical advice can we share with our listeners today?
One thing I'd say is, don't be afraid to try multiple things, even if it feels overwhelming at first. Small steps build up over time.
I love that. And don't beat yourself up over mistakes. Just like Ohtani, make adjustments, learn, and move on.
Also, surround yourself with people who support your growth. Ohtani's had great mentors and teammates, and so can you, even if it's just friends cheering you on.
Funny enough, I hear from learners who say Ohtani helps them feel seen. Like, if he can succeed in a second language on such a big stage, they feel motivated too.
I totally get that. Representation matters so much. Seeing someone you admire go through the same struggles you face, it's really powerful.
And maybe that's why his story resonates far beyond just sports. It's about courage, resilience, and pushing through discomfort.
Plus, he proves that you don't have to be perfect to make an impact. You just have to keep going and keep learning.
I feel like we could talk about Ohtani all day, but maybe it's time to let our listeners process all this inspiration.
Absolutely. To everyone out there, whatever your goals, big or small, remember you're not alone on the journey. Take a page from Ohtani and just keep showing up.
Before we go, if you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on future podcasts.
And share this with a friend who loves baseball, language learning, or just an uplifting story. Thanks for joining us. See you next time on the English Learning Podcast.